Like I said, there's a tie now.
All right, so
Yeah.
we'll have to
There was a tie
do.
before.
Yeah. Here's the thing, Chris. If anything is going to get me on a watch list, I'm already on it.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I'm
Gathering of Heroes and Plague of Shadows still tied.
We should just mix them together. The Gathering of Shadows. There we go.
Yeah, kind of hard to do that. They're very different. They are very different campaigns. Gathering of Heroes is a very big, high travel quest line sort of thing, and that's very epic fantasy. And Plague of Shadows is very much a mystery horror game that's very centralized.
Okay. We'll mix it the other way around then. Plague of Heroes.
That sounds like an evil campaign, and I'm not risking using you lot on an evil campaign.
And
we got to get rid of all the heroes.
well, I guess we'll narrow it down later.
Yeah.
We gotta get the game in.
Yeah. Hey folks, welcome. Sorry for the discussion overriding our intro. Welcome to Daughters of Fury, Episode 2 from the Seekers of Legend.
Yay!
So, how's everyone been doing over the last week?
Good. Finally starting to recover. Finally starting to recover. Restarting the job hunt.
Yeah. Best of luck to you with that.
Hunts.
Still job hunting myself. Unfortunately, have not heard back from the one job that I really kind of want to hear back from.
Always the way, but best of luck to you with that.
Yeah, especially since private security with security firms is actually fairly decently paid here.
No, really?
Yeah.
I got like 20 years of experience.
That would help, but
I also have my own firearm.
I have
licenses.
I have a few of my own firearms. That's not the problem. It's probably more the lack of experience. But
oh yeah, I've never seen anywhere where private security isn't well paid.
It depends on your job site with most
Yeah, it depends on your job site. It also depends on the area you're in. I mean, you've seen the security guards usually at like the front desk of an office or something. Yeah, those guys don't get paid much jack if they're part of a private firm.
Yeah,
They usually get paid better if the company that owns the building hired themselves. But if it's a private security company, yeah, a lot of them are
yeah, I
pretty
get you.
peachy.
Okay, so I'm going to be moving you guys about a bit, and then we'll be getting started, because it's coming to rest for the night, so... Just
or at least whatever some of us consider rest brings sustenance on.
Yeah.
So, is there anything you guys want to do before you head off to bed? Any other questions you have for the mayor or any of his advisors? Oh, and
Nah, I just made people fall in love and sleep.
We see a sudden spike in the amount of couches being bought.
oh dear.
Kitty she'd wish everyone good night and then go upstairs and do her prayers and then probably go to sleep.
Okay. Oh, and sorry if anyone's hearing the sirens. Joys of living on a main road.
Yeah, heard that.
After the town leaders leave, I'd probably pull Vigazi aside and get Eska. So what are your plans now? Do you think?
Well, she was asked to
Those
stay.
weak-
Well, they asked me to stay for at least the morning, and I've got no problem in doing that. And then we'll have to see what goes on. I know that this place won't be happy to see me. They aren't exactly fond of half-orcs as a general rule, but I have to see what we'll see.
I'd be happy. I can keep an eye on your back then. Because, well, to be fair, even if we don't, we could always use a guide around this place.
Well, I've lived in the region most of my life, so that shouldn't be a problem.
Good to hear. You pat her on the back and he'll head off. Well, he's also been sense motivating her the entire time, just to make sure she's on.
No problem. There should be doors on here, but yeah. So just pick your room and then.
Alright, let's see.
Oh, by the way, found a recent feat that's absolutely ridiculous if you ever decide to do a build that's resistant to energy damage. It's called Lionheart. If you have a wisdom of 15 and I think it was 40. No, I think it's Constitution 15 and Iron Will. You can get this feat multiple times. That means unless your energy drain would reduce you to 0, you ignore it.
Link that, please, because I maybe actually even want to pick that. At least in the next campaign.
Yeah, give me a second.
Lion-hearted. That's why I was having a hard time finding.
Oh, is it Lionhearted? My mistake.
No, Lion-hearted is just a +4 bonus on will save versus fear.
Yeah.
Right?
In which case, I'll link the feat in just a second.
That's a third-party one anyway.
It's from one of the adventure paths, which is why I found out about it. Got introduced in 6 Legend Soul.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah, Wisdom 15 and Great Fortitude, that's it. Knew it was one way around or the other.
Yeah, I just found it. It's Lion's Heart.
Yeah.
It's 2 words.
My mistake. It only ignores it for 1 stat, but yeah, you can effectively ignore penalties from ability damage to that ability until you have taken an amount of ability damage equal to your score in that ability. And you can take it multiple times.
You essentially hit 0.
Yeah.
I'm very concerned by something.
Go on.
What is it?
Does that mean there's no wall here?
No, there should be walls there. It's just I've had to hang on, give me a second and I'll get that modified.
I'm just like, you just walk through here, just like, nah, there you guys are. What's
No,
up?
just give me a second and I'll
Copper sense is why I have a ring of sustenance.
Because I can turn into anybody?
Among many reasons, yes. I'm just messing around.
I'll have the wall corrections in just a second. Sorry, custom building the whole in
Yeah,
with.
because I want that end one, but if everyone could just like see me, I'd be like, nah, I'm gonna go with that end one.
There we go.
And Copper Sense, how high off the ground are these beds?
They're just standard beds. They're maybe 2 foot off the ground.
Okay, that's where I'm sleeping.
Hey, folks.
Hey, Shane, you alright?
gotta run and do something real quick. I'll be right back.
No problem. Alright, so just be setting up, and if people could get right, so I know you're sleeping, I know your characters will be sleeping, but if possible, could you give me perception checks?
Okay. Perception. 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 That's a terrible roll.
Terrible roll, she says. Huh.
And that one.
And you still
I rolled a
confronted me
two.
with a 6.
I rolled a 2. Nuts. That wasn't happened. The wrong key on my mouse.
I wonder, would a use of inspiration bring me above?
You would be asleep at the moment, so I'm not going to be allowing you to it whilst you're asleep. Sorry, Xander.
Fair enough. No, that's fine.
However, Xander and Ilan are the only ones who... Oh, actually, I should be rolling for 2 other people. Just give me a second. Because I should have... As soon as it'll open, anyway. I should have Jazara's character sheet open, because I'll be ghosting her tonight since Calico can't make it. At least I will if it'll actually respond. Always a great sign when you when stuff starts slowing down already, isn't it?
We'll make it through.
Yeah, well, hopefully by the time we start the next campaign, whichever one that just ends up being, we should be running on fantasy grounds, which should hopefully run smoother. And it looks like I won't be running Jazara after all, because her character sheet isn't responding.
Great.
Fancy.
Well, we could just say she's too far asleep.
We'll just have to temporarily take her out of the fight. Oh, and now roll 20's frozen on me.
That's probably why you couldn't get to the sheet.
No, because it just did it, so I'm guessing having the sheet open is what made it happen.
Boy.
Supposedly a fitting streaming laptop, folks. Do yourselves a favour, if you can, don't buy a laptop for it, but if you do, avoid Acer like the plague. Which I will be changing as soon as I get the chance, because I would say this thing, considering it's on 4 repair jobs in less than 9 months, it's not fit for purpose.
No, it went through. And now Chris is out of the game.
Like I say, I have to yeah, it's taken this long for it to refresh.
Great.
So yeah, I'm thinking if with that being what happened when I tried having the character sheet open, I'm probably going to leave Jazara alone, because Yeah.
She's only our discount Magus. I think we'll be okay.
It's not like they're monstrously tough when it comes to combat statistics or anything.
Yeah, true, but you've also seen my damage.
Yeah, fair point. And and at least I've got Vegazi as a separate thing on Google Docs, so I can just run the sheet from there for her. Okay, so let me just double check. So yeah, Xander, Ilin,
Yes.
you hear you hear several noises that would wake you from your sleep, including what sounds like metal coming up the stairs, but more importantly, the sounds of screams from outside the inn.
Dylan will pull himself out of the bed and just start banging on the walls, getting the others up as he grabs his quiver and bow.
Same. Claudius is going to unsheath his rapier and bang on the wall with the butt of it to wake Kiri. And
actually, you know what? I've got something better. I pull up my signal horn and sound it in the house, like everyone else.
That'll work.
I mean, if you want to go the whole non-stealth route, that's cool.
Yeah,
We were gonna go
getting hurt.
stealthy?
We need to hurt.
I was going to say, since when has this party have been known for stealth?
I mean, I'm an investigator. I kind of have to, at least to some extent, try. But okay.
I'm gonna crawl out from underneath my bed.
I know how you feel. I'm in the Saturday group. I'm the only rogue, and everybody else slings spells. Kind of hard to sneak around when they're doing that.
To be fair, when Vimac's actually there, he might actually be able to be stealthy, considering he's a hunter and actually has ranks. Then again, he is a 6'8" Goliath, so.
Alright, so let's see.
Oh, friends. Yay.
Alright.
Ooh, lovely.
Yeesh. Yeah, Kitty, as soon as she wakes up, just jumps out of bed and gets ready to go.
Hey, Claudius.
What's up?
I think we found your mom.
There we go. Ah,
In
good.
my face. You know my mother would be much prettier than that.
Debatable.
So, okay, if anyone has knowledge planes, they can make a check.
Yes, they do. But they're not outside the room yet.
Well, once you get there, you can make the check and.
I'll go ahead and make the roll just to see. 28.
That was a 2.
And because of one of my modifications to inspiration, so I have a 21. Of course. Of course.
Actually, no, that's... I've actually got a 28.
Oh, I rolled a 9.
I rolled ones on both dice. What is
I rolled
this?
a 9.
Yes, we get it. You're a monster when it comes to.
Oh, do you know how important the knowledge plate skill is to witches?
Guessing quite a bit from that.
Yeah. With all my modifiers and stuff, I have a plus 21 to knowledge plates.
I mean, you can very easily tell I have a plus 19 to knowledge planes.
26. At least on identifying
Yeah.
monsters.
And I mean, I can add 1d8 to most of my knowledge checks
Alright, so,
for free.
all of us who rolled, what did we learn?
Okay, these are... Okay, the first creature in front of you is very clearly a hellhound. I will just be a second whilst I get the relevant art up.
Okay.
And the larger metallic looking beastie is a warmonger devil.
Oh God, I actually read about that before. Not something I really like.
Alright, did we figure out stuff that would hurt them?
I'm just about to get to that, just give me a second.
Sweet.
I want its legs.
Worrying statement. Okay, the hellhounds are immune to fire, vulnerable to cold, and they have a 10-foot breath weapon that does 2d6 fire damage. As for warmonger devils, they are... Let's see. They have damage reduction 5, good. They're immune to fire and poison, have acid and cold resistance 10, and spell resistance 12. On top of that, they also have construct-like traits. They are immune to ability damage, ability drain, death effects, death from massive damage, disease, energy drain, exhaustion, fatigue, necromancy effects, non-lethal damage, paralysis, sweep effects, and stunning.
Okay.
What's the DR again for damage reduction?
5 good for the warmonger devils. So yes, weapons against evil will work on them.
Okay.
And now...
I am going to ask the group now. Protection from evil communal, protection from energy communal, or aligned weapon, or weapons against evil. Which one do you guys want?
Lastwall.
Protection from evil.
Well, considering my weapons aren't aligned, I would need the weapons against evil, if possible.
Actually, yeah, if I'm the only one with holy, just go with aligned weapons.
Alright, because it's one of those things of, I just need to know which one I'm going to do first.
Hey, Chris. For the warmongers, will I know if they need to be either alignment evil bane or construct bane?
Evil outside of Bane for the warmonger devils. Whilst they have traits like them, traits like constructs, they are not constructs.
Alright, good to know.
They're one of the weirder creatures to come out of any of the books. Okay, Copper Sense, you're up. Nashi, you okay?
I'll walk in my room and stand next to nicest guy here. She'll be like, hey, what's up? I'll look over at the giant spider-like guy. I'll be like, I'll stare at him. I'll remove the fact that I stared at him from his mind.
Right.
And now I look like him. And he's probably evil, so I radiate evil now. Damn. And then, who's the last one movement? We'll go right there.
Okay. That was an odd one, but alright. And that's within its charge range, so...
Oh, tell me when he gets adjacent to me. Something triggers automatically.
Okay.
Okay, something triggers automatically.
Yeah. So what's that?
I was getting bull rushed.
Okay, make your roll then. And he's bull rushed. I need to remember what that does. Because you definitely succeeded, but by quite a bit, so I'm just going to check if there's any extra things on it.
I think it's like every 5, they go back 5 feet. They succeed 5.
Okay, so it goes by...
Added on to the 5 feet that they would go when I succeed.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. No, that'd only be... Yeah, that's 15 feet back, so yeah, that would be... Who knew Copper Sense was such an effective bouncer? And that'll be the end of its turn. Let's see, what's their speed? Oh, blooming heck, I didn't realise they were that quick. So, 10, 20, 30, 40... You would be attempting to move up. Can you do your bull rush thing more than once per turn, or...?
Nah, that was a trick that I had on me. All the ranged people have this trick on them.
Okay, Jolene, you're up. Marcellus, you okay? Jolene?
Sorry, I muted myself because I was coughing.
Ah.
Alright. Yeah, mute myself so I get a little bit better line of sight on the Hellhound, and the Hellhound needs a DC 26 fort save.
Yeah, let's double check what its fort save is. I have a feeling it's...
The only downside is force is usually the highest thing.
Okay, well, I'm going to roll the damage anyway. but it is now encased in ice. It is frozen solid, paralyzed,
I'm now just to find an appropriate.
and unconscious. And takes 12 points of cold damage.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, there is a ice cube with a hellhound inside.
Well, it takes. That's cold damage, correct?
Yeah, that's cold damage, 12 points. I know you said, I thought
Vulnerable.
Bob said they were weak to it, which means they take extra damage. I
Yeah,
think.
half again, so he takes 18 points of damage. Does he take damage as he's in there, or?
Nope, just the initial.
So that's stuck. Ellen, you're up.
Unless it gets really hot in here, he's not melting out of that anytime soon.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, if it could actually act, then that might be something, but...
Yeah, no, it's paralyzed and unconscious.
Yeah.
But it also does not need to eat or breathe while cased in there either.
Yeah, I was going to
So
say, if it
it's
was
not
able
gonna
to do that,
suffocate.
I was going to say, if it was conscious, I might have done the whole breath weapon thing, but...
Yeah. Yeah,
But-
no, Ice Tomb is a major lockdown spell. Well, Hex in this case, but
Yeah, but Ilin, you're up.
All right. 5 foot step back here. Swift action at greater evil outsider bane, and I'm gonna full round attack the warmonger in front of me.
Okay. Well, here's where it goes pop.
I think that confirms.
Yeah.
I don't think we're hasted this time, though.
I just have that on me. I can't like select certain ones to be on or off, so just ignore the hasted attack.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the mini shot is just damage tacked onto the first if the first attack hits.
Yeah, I got that.
Does Bane multiply? I thought Bane didn't multiply with a critical.
As far as I can tell, it doesn't.
Yeah, but your roll did. If you look up top, you got 2 damages there. And the 50 points of Bane is actually a critical hit for the Bane.
Yeah, but that could just be an error, so we'll just take the 17, so...
I'm browsing the forums right now. I'm trying to figure that out.
Either way, even if it... Hang on. Give me a second, I'll check Archive and Ethis. I don't think it does.
Never mind, you're right. It doesn't. No, it doesn't multiply on a crit. I'll go through and fix that.
Okay, so...
Yeah.
70...
So like take the 4. So look at the minute and just take the last 4d6 off the damage of the crit.
I'm pretty sure it's still dead.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
The fact that the crit itself did 76 points.
yeah, it's 76... 99... You're looking at over 100 points of You're looking at close to 150 points of damage. See, 76, 99...
126.
Yeah.
164. And if the
Many shots of
many shot damage,
So 206. Yeah, you just.
actually I think it's 233.
Well, either way, it's very, very, very dead.
And this is why I got in the front of the archer.
Yeah, I thought I could only do it in 3.
Holy hell!
course, what's always fun is watching the guy that gets attacks like that. He rolls his attacks and his very first attacks in that one.
Yep,
Like,
true.
yep, you lost all your other attacks.
Yeah, admittedly, that's the problem. Is it also if my first attack misses, and that means also my mini shot damage misses, so it gives and takes. So yeah, and that'll be it for me.
Yeah, and that's it for the other one, because that's as far as it can get. I could get further, actually. Let's see. It's there, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70.
Whoa.
It's a double move, but at least now it's within reach of Illin, so if he tries to shoot again, then he provokes an attack of opportunity.
5 foot step back.
Yep.
Oh, as if this is going to last that long.
Depends on what the rest of the people do. This is Bagazi's turn. The NPC.
I'm just gonna have to roll the extra bane damage separately.
Let's see, you got it on damage 2.
Okay.
Just be a second, folks. Just double checking my Vengazi data to make sure I've got it right, because don't want to miss check my attacks. Not that she'll be doing anything like what you lot are doing, because dear gods. See.
Hey Josh,
Yes.
on your on the attack information for that second damage, does the critical multiplier actually have a number other than 1 in it? For the Bane?
Does the what? You cut out.
If you expand the drop down for for your bow, you know, you got the bow name, attack, damage, and then damage 2, which is what you're using for your Bane. Does the crit where you have damage 2 for your Bane? Does the critical multiplier have another number other than 1 at it?
Yeah, you could just backspace and remove the 1 and just put whatever your weapon.
Yeah, but well, the thing is, your Bane's not supposed to be multiplied, so that should only be a 1 on that one, on your damage 2 part for the Bane.
I see what you mean. It's just I don't see any other way because it's just 1 general crit multiplier for the attack.
Hang on, I'll adjust it in a minute, and I should be able to sort it out. I was going to say, if you go...
Don't worry about it. I'm creating a macro for the Bane damage for the moment. We can figure it out after the session.
Okay.
Yeah, and...
Okay, Claudius, you're up.
Alright. Swift action, studied combat on that one.
Yep.
Step there.
Oh boy, what?
And why is that? Nice.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it's giving you the crit thing.
Just take the first roll.
Yeah, so...
I forgot to change the crit multiplier in the macro.
Okay, so 15, Yeah.
You're gonna be 33 points.
Correct. 33 all in total.
Well, apart from they've got damage reduction when they've got resistance to acid, so I discount that and then account for the damage reduction. Kira, you're up.
Okay, Kiri's gonna move up here. And noticing that majority of this is taken care of, well, I just gotta check one last. Oh yeah, very much. I cast Healing Flames, and this is radiant damage, so it must make a reflex save of 18 to, or take half, and it'll take half damage if it saves.
Okay, so this negatively affects evil outsiders, does it?
Oh yeah.
Yep, it affects evil, and anyone good around me is going to be healed for the damage that I deal, if they are of good alignment.
Okay. Okay, so... Well, it's taking full damage.
It does not. It's going to take 5d8's worth of holy damage.
Ooh. That's gonna hurt.
Oh yeah.
Just a smidge.
I will say, alright, so it's 1d8. I'm going to double check something, just to make sure. Deal damage. Alright. Takes 21 points of radiant damage.
Okay, just be a second.
It is holy fire.
It does surprise me how long it took them to bring that in.
It doesn't do the fire reduction.
Oh, I remember that. Still standing.
Alright, next.
Okay, you're up.
Let's see. I was in bed and asleep, and
Oh, you got woken up
by a horn.
Yeah.
I look up out the door. I see some sort of thing, a frozen block of ice, and I can hear combat going. So I will stand up, grab my Tetsubo, move out, and that's it.
Okay.
And I'm like, I got up for this. I'm going back to bed.
Well, you suspect there's probably more combat to come because you can hear screaming outside.
Okay.
Coppercent, you're up.
Well, 5 foot step back, and then throw my knife.
Oh, I actually apologize, because you're evil right now, correct? Your alignment?
Yeah.
Yeah, you took that 21 points damage. It affects anything evil.
Yeah,
So he gets the reflex save too, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll do a reflex save real quick.
That's the one problem with the whole
completely.
all alignment
He made
thing.
it.
Yeah, you made it, so you take half.
So you take 10.
10,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take that in a second.
Cure, you'll fix you up later.
And that's towards the big guy.
Okay. They will both hit. I'll go and apply that damage. And you've managed to take it down.
Yeah, just in time to keep me from using another round of my Bane.
6. That's 444.
all this, Kiri's just gonna go. Let's go deal with that everything out.
Also,
And while passing, how do I pronounce your name? Copper
Coppersense.
Sense. Your name is terrible for a severe dyslexic. And while walking by, she'll turn to Copper Sense and just go. Sorry about that, but you really shouldn't take those alignments. I'll fix you up later.
right now I'm radiating good. So,
Yeah.
I looked at the paladin for a second.
But you took the damage, which meant you were evil for a while.
Yeah, I'm just like, it happens sometimes. Some people just turn evil like a flick of a dime, then turn good. Happen.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure your holy energy just made me good. Fresh off
Well,
myself.
let's go.
Alright, grab your stuff, people. Dylan says as he goes to hurry in his room and pull his mithril shirt on and grab the rest of his gear, which technically is clicking out since he keeps most of it in the bag.
Oh, Kiri sleeps in her armor, so she's fine.
I cooped a girl the dog.
By the way, before we go,
Yeah, no problem.
align weapons. So I can align 10. I will align. What is Big Gazi's preferred weapon?
She uses a composite longbow.
Alright, that's aligned. Pretty much everyone except for Elin, pick a weapon. And let's go.
Must be that new Great Dane.
Alright, just be a second, folks, and then we'll be...
Oh, so bunch up?
Yeah, bunch up and I'll bring you guys over. I'm just setting up for the next bit.
Who's gonna be our main tank right now?
Not me. I built
Not
this
it.
character for... This character
Aka's made
can
for
play,
frontline
but
damage.
yeah, I built her for keeping everybody else alive.
I mean, I have
Like
to
last thing.
confront either way, so...
Yeah. Yeah, the one really fun damage spell I have is that Holy Fire, which is for if I ever get surrounded.
Oh, I have no damaging spells at all, I don't think.
Yeah,
Almost all
pretty
my
much.
spells are attack.
So whoever is the front line, I will put a trick on.
Let's see. Plus 2 secret bonus.
Is that something I need to worry about, or is that something you control?
Yeah. Kiri is going to cast Blade of Light, so she will now have a glowing sword of holiness and Shield of the Dawn Flower, so she has 2 glowing a magical shield and a magical sword.
Okay.
And I'm back.
No problem. We're just moving... Oh, I'm going to leave Jazara where she is just basically because... Since I can't access her character sheet because... the website is being weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fine, man. Don't worry about it.
Both, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can make it for 1 round. Things that move adjacent to you will be at half speed.
Okay, you're coming down to the ground floor of the Lucky Badger, and you come across another couple of the Warmonger Devils.
Yay.
Okay. Roll another initiative, or will we
Yeah,
same
we'll roll
as last
another
time? Okay. Hopefully I should have good initiative this time.
Yeah, same thing.
What the hell?
Oh my goodness, really? It's like
That's
this game
funny.
knows that I'm the cleric, so I gotta go last.
Oh, don't worry. It knows I'm now able to do some damage.
And nat 20 on my initiative, and the damn thing still beat me out.
Well, these things are meant to be fairly fast. Well, to be fair, the reason it beat you is because it got a nat 20 on its initiative as well, so...
Well, yeah, I realize that. Its initiative roll was circled in green.
Okay, so let's do this.
Yeah, they actually get an attack this time. 2 technically, but yeah. So first one's going at Akka.
Nope.
And second one we're going at Claudius.
That'll hit.
If only they knew who they really should be attacking.
Well, to be fair, they'd have to get in close enough for everyone else to attack to do that. Of course. Okay, here comes the damage. So you take 15 damage, Claudius.
Alrighty. Ouch.
Jolene, you're up.
Okay. Just deciding what I'm going to do here. Nope, not that. Hmm. Okay. Alright. We are going to... Oh, let me double check the area of this thing. Ooh. Well. This is going to be fun.
Oh dear.
Ice spears. I get 2 spears. One out of that square and one out of this square.
Okay, just give me a second while I double check his reflex save.
Oh, you failed it.
So,
5-1-2. That just makes it better.
Yeah.
so he takes the damage. So the damage is applied for both spears, isn't it?
Yep. Each spears. Yeah, so. And remember, they only have half their cold resistance against.
Of course they do. Okay, Coppercent, you're up.
Hold on. Not quite done.
Oh boy.
Okay, I got a combat maneuver attack that I gotta do. Is equal to my caster level plus my intelligence. 10. The total bonus equal to your caster level, which is 10, plus my intelligence, which is 8. And then since it's a second spear, that's gonna be a plus 28. Okay. So.
So this is a what is this? A triple?
Combat maneuver. So against the CMD.
Yeah, I was more meaning what. What
It's a
maneuver?
42.
Yeah, what maneuver is it?
It knocks him prone.
Goes prone.
It essentially trips him.
Yeah, well, you definitely succeeded.
The funny thing is now there are two 10-foot long ice spears coming out of the ground inside the inn.
Well, at least it'll be easy to chill drinks.
And there's an ice cubed hellhound upstairs.
I think someone took care of that, if I remember correctly.
Yep, some pretty garroted.
Okay, that is one prone six-legged beastie. Coppercent, you're up.
Okay. I need a will save from this guy as I try to explode his brain as I look at him. It's a negative because I looked at him.
Okay, just be a second. And he needs a will save, correct?
Yep, a will save as I try and explode his brain from the inside. This synapse overload.
Charming visual. I do believe that's a fail.
Yep, that is a fail.
Especially if you hadn't applied the -3 yet.
I hadn't.
Oh wait, sorry, I messed this up. It's not a will save.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. It's a fortitude save. It's the one, like, blowing up your brain that doesn't involve will. It's fortitude.
Oh, it still failed with that. With a roll of 8. Because what's the DC?
It would be 21.
Yeah, it still fail.
Yeah, unfortunately, he does not have a +13 fort save.
Okay, anything else, Coppercent, or?
He's doing the damage.
Ah, right.
And he's
Ow.
staggered for 1 minute.
Oof.
So he's prone and staggered and just took 42 points of mind melt.
This guy was the one you proned?
Okay.
Oh, no, sorry. I thought you hit the same one I did. My bad. I didn't see which one you marked earlier, that's all.
Plus, I'm going to move over to it. So I'm going to be right there.
Oh my goodness, this is just beautiful. And I now have a strange urge to watch Scanners.
Yes. It's funny that something's talking about melting people's brains, considering I was watching Farscape earlier today. By the way, it might be available on Amazon Prime at the moment.
Yeah, it is.
I bought the entire series a couple years back, so...
Yeah. Fair enough. Right, so... That's Copper Sense's trick of absolute destruction. Ilan, you're up.
Are you back from...
No, I'm here. I said I was back.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna ban. I'm just gonna full attack the stunned one next to Copper.
Okay.
If I 5 foot step back here, am I still gonna be able to get my shots off?
Yeah, whilst there is a balcony, it's not big enough to obstruct your shots.
Alright, good.
Not balcony, banister.
Alright, ignore the hasted attack, and God, that was crap.
Yeah, not
what
hitting
does
them.
the staggered condition do?
No, he's stunned.
Oh, he's stunned? I thought you said he was staggered. My bad.
Oh, wait, no, yeah, staggered, sorry. Staggered is able to make a single move or standard action each round, but not both.
Okay.
Yeah, no minuses to AC or anything like that, if I remember correctly, so that will all be misses.
Yeah, so sorry.
That's part of the reason I was asking if there was any... if it lowered his armor class any. Because I saw those rolls and was like, does staggered lower the AC?
Unfortunately not. Okay, Vegazi's turn. Time for a mini shot and then a second attack. So full round of attacks. Attack 1. It's a hit. So that'll be double damage on that. And that's a hit as well. So first attack would be 2d8 plus strength. And second.
Did you say 2d8?
No, those are... She's used a full round attack, so she's got 2 attacks off, but one of them was a many shot. Okay, you're up. I don't get the feeling full 5 foot step into Kanabo.
Yup. 5 foot step full.
And he's still prone, too.
Mm-hmm.
So you get like a bonus to attack him. Like a +4.
Not that you needed them.
Jesus Christ.
That third one, did you bite him?
Yep.
Good God, man. Your bite does a shit ton of damage.
Oh, God.
Are you smiting or?
Yep.
How?
Oh, okay.
Never mind.
Never mind.
That's not as I thought it was going to be, because there was a temporary 39 in there, because I was thinking...
And I'm done.
And so is
wasting
it.
my spells.
Did you just use, like, Smite Breakfast?
Well, he just had breakfast.
Yep.
Yeah, mouthful of metal. At least he's getting his iron in his diet.
54 points of damage on a bite. He took a big chunk out of the guy.
He's a little crunchy, but it's not
100
bad.
and yeah.
No, but you might want to wash your mouth out when you're done. That's not good for you.
This paladin literally eats devils.
Literally.
As I
Yeah, and
said,
he's
it's
not even a
good
Sin
for
Eater
you.
archetype.
He needs to eat healthier.
Yeah, you're gonna have to come up with the devil eater archetype, that's for sure. Or maybe prestige class.
Oh god.
Alright, so, is the one that was about to go dead?
No, it's the other one. The one that
Uh-huh.
got brain fried by copper sense.
That can't. I don't think it can really do much, but
It
okay.
can do one
It
action
can
per
move or
turn.
do a standard action. It cannot full attack, so technically it could try to take a whack at copper sense.
Exactly what it's going to do.
But it can only do one.
Yep.
Oh.
I think that's a hit then.
Yeah.
$17 damage. Large trident.
Josh, that picture came up worth Jack.
Come on. Loaded from.
I even
Oh.
looked at the original and it's tiny as hell there.
It came up for me. It's the Final Fantasy VIII Devoured meme.
Okay. Who's next?
Next up, it would be Kyriak. Oh no, Claudius. Sorry, then Kyriak.
All right. Let's get there. Swift action. Studied combat. And included in that would be studied strike.
And you take it down.
Ha! Yes!
I will
Yeah,
say.
I wasted 2 4th level spells.
Now we've got more fights coming.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've got. I'm gonna say as you head out into the street. Well, as you come out, you will notice that there's smoke rising throughout the village, and there seems to be a lot of fires and devils in the sky.
By the way, I look at Claudius, I'm like, I loosened it for you.
That you did.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I finished it off.
Quick question: Are there any? How many injured people are there outside?
There aren't so much injured people. Most people are staying in their houses where possible or being escorted by the guards.
Alright.
Alright, let's
I
go
will say
hunting
this,
then.
anytime I channel, if there's a group of people, included in the channel will be the civilian.
No problem. I will say that yeah, there's going. I'm just going to group you guys back up and then we'll move out. Just feel free to order yourselves however you'd like.
Yeah. Kiri will be staying in the middle.
I'll be good aligned for now.
Yay! I will not accidentally hurt you.
I love how you use for now.
Are we missing someone or am I going bonkers?
Kate's not here.
No, I was meaning.
Yeah.
Huh?
For some reason, I'm thinking there's a spot missing in the lineup over here.
Yeah, she's still up in the room.
No,
Her token is.
all right. Why was I thinking there should be more than that? All right, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, she's the flame-haired one.
Yeah, I wasn't. No, it was Calico. I was just. You know how sometimes you just have a brain. Your brain just goes a bit squiffy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Okay.
also refilling my quiver as we go.
Not a problem. So
So we're headed out to the streets.
yeah. Obviously, we'll swap this around. So.
Wait, why am I at front?
I'm just
Sure.
trying to adjust things so you're not.
Mm-hmm.
Feel free to rearrange yourselves, guys, and then.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm good where I am.
Are those ninjas up on the roof?
No. Those are.
Oh, okay. Now I can see them better now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, and there should
Oh my
be.
goodness, I rolled a good initiative! Yay!
Yeah, just let me start adjusting this so we don't have double initiative constantly.
Yeah, seriously, I've got a plus 11 to initiative.
Okay.
That one. Shit.
Claudius goes before me.
I'd say this doesn't necessarily have to be a full-on initiative, but we will keep these for when. But we can either keep these or roll again when we get to that. So you notice that there's obviously a man in robes, clearly a cleric of Iomadai. You've heard a few people refer to him as Father Radam.
Father Rodon?
Radam.
I'm really glad I'm good aligned right now.
Yeah.
Just be a second whilst I just... There's going to be a quick copy of him, because I just need to do a quick spell effect, because he's just going to be letting a spell off, and... It's easier than trying to regenerate my magical item token, because that sometimes goes a bit haywire.
No, probably. And he's a cleric of what?
Iomadai, the Inheritor.
Okay. Oh, while leaving the inn, well, I'm just gonna. Can we go ahead and say that Kiri casts protection from evil communal on the group?
Yeah, not a problem.
Alright. So we're all protected from evil.
Yay.
Woo!
You would recognise that as... Yeah, he just pulled off a holy smite that took out one of the flights of devils in a single shot. Near enough.
Well, Glen's on our side.
And as you advance closer, you notice that he seems to be wielding some sort of wand that might have been the source of that.
Alright.
When he hears you, he'll turn and his guards will form up around him. Ah, you must be the adventurers who brought weight back for us.
You cut out Chris.
You
I could
broke up, man.
Oh, sorry. You must be the adventurers who brought weight back for us. I'll be more than happy to discuss a bit further once we've dealt with these things. Oh, and I'm going to have the guards act on his turn because it's easier for
Agreed.
him.
We've already taken out a couple creatures at the end. We better clear this place out.
Yeah. Well,
And Kitty's just gonna give him a nod and just go, you did. That was very well done, young man.
he probably looks slightly confused at being called young, but gives a shake of his head because, well, he's sort of a middle-aged bloke, but
Don't worry, she says that to everybody.
Well, many of you are very young.
I change into the hymn and I'm like, yeah, she says it to me every single day.
he just shakes his head.
Yeah, don't mind him. He does that to everybody too.
What are you talking about? I am everybody.
Exactly.
But can he change to my face?
Yes.
Children, enough squabbling. We have to go and kill a shit ton of demons.
Devils, but
Looks like there's a few still here.
Yeah.
Not for long.
Alright.
yeah,
So
I'm just gonna
let's
do the
see.
initiative for the bad guys and then we'll be ready to rock and roll.
Okay, let's... Oh, guys. This is gonna be fun.
Why does that worry me?
Well, it's gonna make it...
Does Akka see any of these that might be a challenge for him?
No, he doesn't really see anything that looks like a challenge here. They're all, the Erinyes might pose one, but most likely they're not going to be a major challenge.
Okay.
Don't worry. If I actually get my turn, then I'm going to show you that you're all just part of my imagination.
Akka
Settle down,
yawns.
Willy Wonka.
Alright.
I mean, there is the problem, obviously, that most of them are flying, because...
It's not gonna be a problem soon.
You see, you're making me worried again. Then again, I suppose if you're not worried when you're dealing with a bunch of level 10 player characters, you're probably not doing it right.
Alright.
Or they're just not very
everybody?
good at building characters.
No, because the basic abilities in Pathfinder should give a decent selection to do some ass kicking anyway.
Yeah. Alright, so one person goes before me. That sucks.
What sucks is their bloody...
That's a lot of people going.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
A lot more thing. I'm guessing some of those are the priest and his bodyguards.
well, there's one of them is the priest and his bodyguards.
I know, that's kind of why I'm a little frustrated, because what I'm gonna do is gonna be great for him and the bodyguard.
Okay. She's going. Actually, I should up his. I should put in his stats because I've not put them in because I wasn't sure if I was doing this as a combat or not. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now that she's moved up, she's going to make a
Alright.
shot.
Hold on, I gotta make sure. Alright, if she's here, well... Okay, good. I'll be able to get everybody.
That's a miss on her shot at the priest.
Quick question, Ellen, what's the range on your weapons?
110 feet.
Okay, because I'm not going to be able to get you with a spell. But I don't think I really need to worry about you since you're going to be fine.
Yeah, I'm good on damage.
Mild understatement.
Oh, no, it's not damage.
What is it then?
Kitty is gonna go here. Airwalk communal. Everyone within 30 feet of me can now walk on air.
Oh. Okay.
I didn't really need that, but okay.
Enjoy, everybody.
I will. I will. This is going to be fun.
And that includes the cleric and his guards. The only person I was not able to get was Ellen.
Yeah. Let's see. So that's squad 1 of the lesser host devils. Now.
Oh.
Okay, noxious breath. Oh, okay, I need you to make me a fortitude save, Akka and Kitty, and I'll do one for the priest.
Okay. Fortitude save, correct?
Yes.
Alright. We both rolled the same thing.
Hell.
You didn't roll the same thing. He rolled a 2, you rolled a 9.
Yeah, but we got 15 at the end.
Okay, so everyone passes and is not affected by the lesser host devil's noxious breath ability.
I rolled a 2
Oh, who
and
had to roll?
passed.
It's just those two I had to roll, or?
Yeah, because we're the ones who were in front.
Yeah, it can only affect one target within 5 feet.
Oh, okay. I was just asking because both me and Copper Sense are right in the hot.
Quick question, does it make any physical contact with me?
What, sorry?
Does it make any physical contact or just breathe on me?
Just breathes on you.
Okay.
Hey, you need a tic-tac.
Yes, had it worked, you'd have taken... you'd have been sickened for 1d4 rounds.
Is that all?
Yeah, I can touch people and get rid of that.
Fair enough. To be fair, lesser host devils aren't meant to be a major threat at level 10. They're only a CR3 monster.
Yeah. It's part of the reason the whole, is that all?
Yeah.
You know, if we were level 2, it'd be like, holy shit.
Okay, Arthur, you're up. I don't get the feeling this thing's about to regret its current situation.
You mean Double Leader Paladin here?
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't think I'm going to smite it, no.
He's still going to bite it, though.
Yep. I was thinking I'd be going to bow, but then she put airwalk on me, so let me put my other... I'm going to put power attack back on.
It's a wonderful spell, and she had it in a past life.
Yeah, so he's going to fool around that guy. It's like, yeah, don't breathe on me.
I will say, Akka,
Ouch.
your first shot kills it.
And then he continues to beat it into the ground.
And then he bites it anyway.
Probably.
He's not known for his table manners.
Obviously.
He likes to tenderize his meat before eating it.
Oh, tenderized.
Kitty's just going to sigh and go, we've had a discussion on your table manners already. Do we really need another one?
He spits a goblet onto the ground. Sure, whenever.
Now, again, right now, she's only able to understand and speak Celestial. So if she's saying this in Celestial, whether or not you guys can understand her is completely
then he
different
doesn't
thing.
understand. He just looks at her like...
Jolene
whatever.
understands her.
Yeah, well, Jolene is a polyglot. That's a whole different issue.
I understand.
Well, first, I mean, she can understand all languages right now for her curse, but she can only speak in Celestial right now because of combat.
And,
I forgot to
because
do,
of my ranks in linguistics and my intelligence modifier, I speak all languages in the book.
Yeah.
Forgot to do Bagazi. Ah, well, so we can have a turn next round. It's not like it's a major issue.
But yeah, Vengazi has arrow. I think, was I able to get Vengazi? Oh no, I was not able to get Vengazi.
No, you were able to get Bosca though. But she's an archer.
So the dog can do airwalk.
Dylan, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna move here. Actually, yeah, then I'll move 10 feet to take a running jump. I have 40-foot movement. I'm gonna try and use acrobatics to get on top of this building directly in front of me, well, directly north of me.
Okay.
Didn't mean that twice. Good thing I got the good one on the first roll.
Yeah. So up you go.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Standard action. Alright, Copper, let's start the rain, and I use my tactics to activate Shot of Opportunity, so whenever one of us gets an attack roll, we can immediately make a different... One of us attacks, the other can immediately make an attack roll as well.
Against the same target or against different targets?
Different targets, I think. I'll put up the link in a moment. I'm not going to be able to attack this round anyway, so give me a moment. And swift action, I'll declare the angels have fallen already. Time, let us continue their fall back to the hells, and I activate Judgment.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Protection plus 3 to AC and Purity plus 3 to all saving throws.
Okay. Now it's our cleric's turn again.
Yep.
I'm just imagining
By the way, I just realized when Kitty would have spoken to him, it would have been in Celestial.
Oh, he speaks it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm just imagining sending out clothes of himself to explode.
Well, he can airwalk too if he wants. He has no issues right now.
No, he's just using his wand of Holy Smite.
I want that wand.
Well, now I have to roll some saves because this time, because it's not it's an actual in combat thing, they get their saves for this one. I believe Holy Smite is a will save. Yeah. Oh, good, it's not their good save. Okay, so 1, 2.
Actually, yeah, we both would be targeting the same thing.
What if I target more than one thing in an attack? Do you get to choose?
I would
think
say
so.
so. And that's all of them failing, so they all take the full damage.
Woohoo!
Not enough to do a kill this time, but enough to make them all look thoroughly ropey. Well, all the lesser ones anyway. Put that on the GM layer for now, it will be used again.
Mhm.
Now for his guard's attack. Okay, that should be it. Okay, that's a hit. And that is a hit. Cool. Now it is the turn of the greater demon, which provokes attacks of opportunity from those two. Well, it would provoke from the priest as well, but he's focused on his wand at the moment.
Mhm.
And they miss on their attacks of opportunity.
Those are terrible rolls.
Yeah, they're back for me. But he misses the priest. So that would be the one up there. Okay. Attack on Illin. Miss.
Wow, these people are sure dropping click as one just turns his head to one, tilts his head to one side, and avoids the air.
He'll fly in, technically provoking again, so First one drops his spear, second one hits. And let's see how this one... And misses the priest again. Oh god. Jolene, you're up. Jolene? Hello? Maybe he's muted again?
Hello.
Jolene,
Just
hello?
delay him until after the next person.
Ah, sorry.
There he is.
You doze off there, mate.
A little bit, yes. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Alright. So, got this one. Just... Right. Jolene's gonna float up a little bit. Thanks to airwalk. Don't have to use my fly. And... this Tyrannus. We are going to...
Oh yeah. Which one are you hitting that with?
This Tyrannus right here next to the chimney.
Okay. Oop.
I had forgotten I had actually created a whole macro for it where it popped up the DC and everything.
So that's a fortitude save, correct?
Yep. And she failed. So, oh, that's gonna hurt.
What, 10 cold damage?
Paralyzed and unconscious in a giant cube of ice. If she's flying in the air, she's falling.
Yeah. Yeah, so
I just hope it doesn't make a hole in the roof, because that would really suck for whoever's house this is.
Unfortunately, yes, it does.
Damn.
A big cube of ice.
Upon seeing that, Kiori went up, said to Jolie, "You better apologize and pay for the damages, young lady."
Send the bill to my great-grandmother.
That'd just be mean.
Harrison, courtesy of Baba Yaga.
Okay, and I'm just gonna remove that one from the map because that can be taken care
I
of.
understood what she said.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I said, send the bill to my great-grandmother.
Yeah,
No,
Claudius,
you're
you're up.
paying for it.
This is why adventurers have bad names.
All right.
Nobody's crazy enough to charge my great-grandmother for it.
Save for another group of adventurers. Okay, Claudius, I've seen where you've moved to.
Yeah. Swift action, studied combat on that one there, and
Stabby, stab, stab, stab.
it's stabby, stab, stab.
Ow.
And you kill it.
I was gonna say, do I even need to? But you know what? For the shits and gigs. Oh, of course.
So,
Still,
45 points of damage.
that's still a thing. That'd be all.
You lot are something, that's for sure. Right, having seen that, the Aranyes is going to be aiming for you this time.
Ah, okay. Yeah, no. That one will.
And attack number 3. Ooh.
Oh, that's a possible crit.
Back.
Yeah, that's a crit.
Looks like I'm gonna be doing some healing.
Yeah, I'll get to the damage in just a second.
Does your healing also hurt undead? I mean,
Yeah,
evil
it
people?
does.
I mean, evil people.
Evil people? No.
No, just that one specific spell does it that way.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Which is what I'm gonna use.
What? Oh.
Because I like that spell. It's a fun spell. It's more fun when there's an actual group around me.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep on staring at a good guy, and they're gonna receive negatives, but you know, at least they'll be healed.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the crit damage. So I'll do the I'll do the normal damage first, and then I'll do the crit damage.
It'll be even better. I'm just gonna go after you.
No. No.
Those two times 3 too.
Yeah, hold on, okay. Right. Oh, actually, I'll hit her too, possibly. How high up are these buildings?
20 feet.
Okay, then I can very easily just walk up 10 feet and I'll be able to hit everybody, including this person here.
So you take 52 points of damage, Claudius.
Ow.
So, is that for both attacks?
Yeah, that's between both attacks.
You all just hear Claudius yell, "Oh, fucking shit!" But he's still standing.
How bad are you hurt? Do I need a breath of life you instead?
He didn't go down.
I single digits from 74.
Yeah, you're getting breath of life.
You only have 2 more hit points than me.
Actually, no, I may just...
That's because I
may just channel, because when I channel, I do 96 healing.
That's because I made sure I took something that boosted my con. And,
I did too. That's why I have 72 instead of less.
Yeah, witches are known for being squishy.
D6 class for hit points, you know.
Yeah, I may do that because then I can give everyone who I heal +3 to their armor class.
Now, see, don't worry. I'm just gonna make Claudius not real.
Not real.
Exactly. I'm gonna make him not real.
Again, guys, Claudius, would you prefer Breath of Life, a channel, or go up and do the healing flames?
I don't really know much about about the difference, so...
The healing flames only heals you 5d8.
Okay. That's...
Maximum
Breath of
40.
Life does 5d8 plus my caster level.
Don't they have
And
to be...
channeling
Yeah.
is 96. And you get +3 to your AC.
Channeling would probably be helpful. Especially if she's going to target me again. Does that do anything for anybody else, though?
Everyone I hit with the channel gets +3 to their armor class. Everyone within 30 feet of me.
Yeah, I'll just activate the aura for you.
Thank you.
That only affects friendlies, I assume?
Selective channel, bitch.
Okay, well then let's go with that. Let's go with that.
Kiri, I'm starting to feel like the forgotten stepchild.
It's not.
You're the one who stays outside the aura. And I probably will, when I do it, I'll 5-foot step so I can get Vengazi. Because I assume there are a few others who have to go first, or is it my turn?
It's Copper Sense, then one of the devils, then you.
Okay.
Copper Sense, you're up.
Yep, don't worry about it. Don't worry, I'm gonna help you stay alive. There are ways of doing that. I will touch you and turn you into an illusion.
Okay, what ability is that?
Hold on. Will they be able to be healed with my healing if that hits? If that's the case?
Oh, it just talks about damage. It doesn't talk about actual healing. So it should be able to do that.
What is the spell or ability?
That's oh, shadow form. I'm just making him into an illusion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that should still work for healing.
So people have to roll to disbelieve you.
Okay, and now it's the turn of the...
Either way, I can just do this. I'll walk over, ready in action to touch him with the spell.
Okay.
After the channel goes off. Just to get rid of any confusion.
Okay, fair enough. So now it's the turn of the 3 lesser host devils.
I told you guys, you're all part of my imagination.
And Akka, Copper, you each get an attack of opportunity.
Only take the first attack, obviously.
Yeah.
And ignore the second damage.
Yeah, I got that.
Crap, they moved where I need to go.
Well, don't worry. They've been killed off. They only had 1 hit point each.
Works good for me then. Alright. My turn, correct?
Yep.
Alright, Kitty's gonna move here. She's gonna channel. All except for those evil little devils are gonna get healed if they needed healing. But everyone in the aura gets +3 to their armor class.
Okay.
Ooh,
Sweet.
I actually have above a 15 armor class now.
And now Claudius is now
Yeah,
not real.
and
Hmm?
96. Everyone gets up 30.
Do those go to temp if we are already maxed? Does it do anything then, or just...
No.
Okay.
If it takes you over your max,
You
the
either
rest
take
is just
your
wasted.
temps, but if she doesn't
Hold
have it,
on,
that's
I
fine.
gotta check something. Because I may have, actually. I just need to go to this. special. I can't remember if I took that feat or not. Save carry channel. Times a day. No, I have not taken that feat.
Okay.
Oh wait, scratch that. I have to re-roll these ones. I re-roll all ones.
I don't think you need to.
No, that's part of my thing. I don't roll a 1 on healing.
And
If I
I
get
could
ones, I re-roll them.
I
Yeah,
could
the
use
guy that got perforated could use
additional
them.
HP.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, you lost like 70, didn't you?
Yeah, you lost 50 plus hit points.
Okay, so 11 plus 11.
So 30 minus 3 plus 11.
Yeah.
38.
Yeah, you're up 38.
Whew. Brought me back up over half. Very nice.
Yeah, you basically just negated her crit.
You're also
And-
good because you're illusion now.
Yeah. And
So
again,
we're
everyone has
going to stab
everyone
someone.
has an extra 3 to their armor class. Enjoy it. And that
Yay.
includes all these wonderful people over here with this guy.
My adjusted armor class is 27.
Real quick, Kiri, what is the bonus for that?
It's plus 3 to your armor class.
Right, what kind of bonus?
Sacred bonus.
Oh,
Sacred,
okay. So, yeah, it stacks.
It does.
Now, the
It
guy.
stacks pretty much everything.
Trying to figure
And
out
if
where
I ever
put it
have to
in my
count
AC.
harm, it actually takes away 3 points to their armor class.
Yeah, it's a nasty little combo, but let's see. So Vagazi's going to be attacking against the host devils. That should be. And she dropped a bow on the second one.
Mm.
But at least it's double damage on the first shot, so that's good. Now this thing gets to take a shot at the clergyman again. With its spear this time, and that's a miss. Okay, you're up.
Okay. Aka is going to make use of the airwalk and go get in this one's face. Smite is on.
How many times a day can you do that, by the way?
I can do that 4 times a day, and then I can burn 2 of my lay hands to get another one.
Yeah, fair enough. Just checking.
Okay, so only the first attack here.
Okay, that does a solid hit. He's still standing, but it does a solid hit. I believe that would be Illin up now.
Yep. I'm here, so I can finally start making use of that damn teamwork feat, finally. And I'm going to take a shot at Severnia, so I took Aka's just shot, and then I'm also, well, before that, I'm also going to give myself Evil Outsider Bane.
Okay, no problem.
And just the first attack.
Yeah.
Ah, what the hell?
That'd be a miss, unfortunately.
Mm.
What are you attacking?
Yeah, yes. You're gonna Aka's next 2.
Oh, that means I get an attack, right?
Yep, I moved up so I can finally start using that thing.
That's the one problem about teamwork feats.
Really specific setups.
Okay, so that'll be the first one. The first attack hits.
Alright, that's gonna be it for me.
Okay. Now it's the priest who's going to quick draw his longsword.
A priest with quick draw. That's unusual.
He's a warrior priest of Yomadai.
Is he a war priest, or is he just a priest that happens to be a warrior?
Just a priest that happens to be a warrior. He's a cleric. Okay, first attack. And that's a miss. And that's a hit. Still manages to take the thing down, so... Now it's the other one's turn. Everything alright? Sorry about the amount of NPC fighting, by the way.
It happens.
And misses horribly. And this one's going to be stowing its bow and moving up with its sword drawn. But that's all it can do. Claudius, you're up.
It did what?
Alright.
It moved up with
It
it.
puts a bow away and put through a sword.
Yeah.
Why would it? Okay.
Because he's trying to kill me.
Studied combat on that one there.
Okay.
And, stabby. With studied strike.
Don't see that very often, but...
What?
The blue means one of your dice rolled max and one of them rolled minimum.
Ah.
You've been getting that a lot.
Yeah, I have been getting that a lot.
The dark blue, which is what's just normal damage, but it's just...
No, he's been getting the light blue a lot.
No,
No, he's been getting the light blue a lot? Okay. Yeah, it's... Okay, yeah, it's... Yeah, one die rolled max and one die rolled minimum.
Okay, so that's that taken care of. Jolene, you're up.
Alright, well... The one that just moved up to Ellen. Yeah, probably not a good idea. Need a save. Another 4 save.
Yeah, just about to do that. Just
It takes 15 points of cold, and it's an ice cube. So it falls through the roof too.
Kitty's gonna sigh and go.
Collateral damage.
So, paying this, and you're going to go on your hands and knees and apologize to these people.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. I'll drag you by your ear if I have to.
That could be harder than you think.
Alright. Okay, it's going to start. This one's going to start moving away, which will provoke an attack opportunity. Actually, she only needs to do 5 foot, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Yay, attacks opportunity.
So, no, it's just...
Actually, it only did a 5 foot, so...
Yeah. So, and now full attack against Aka. One against Aka, one against Ilin, and then another one against Aka in a second. So, against Aka, 22.
Okay, I would provide cup to Ilin.
Yeah, well...
She'd be better off taking all her attacks against me.
Yeah. Not that it's going to matter anyway, because none of these have hit so far. Yeah, misses all around.
Yep.
Coppercent, you're up.
Who here has seen Xena Warrior Princess?
Who hasn't?
There are people, sadly enough. There are people.
I wouldn't say that's necessarily a sad thing. Some of the acting in Xena is a bit...
Well,
But it has Bruce Campbell in it, so that automatically makes it good.
Guessing you were a fan of Ash vs. Evil Dead then, when it came out on telly.
Got the DVD.
Actually, I'm just going to throw 2 of them at this person.
Okay.
And that will provoke from me.
Mainly because they're flying above ground now. It's going to be fun.
Alright, just take the first attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that finally hits.
Yeah, they... Well, the first one hit.
Yeah, I forgot.
Let's see. Yeah, the first one for both of you hit. Let's see, so 31... 62 damage.
Oh, I moved more. Yeah. I moved more than 5 feet, yeah, so the second one's going to go towards that guy. And I'll get the second thing.
Okay, the second one... Your second attack wouldn't have hit either of them, so...
Alright.
I was going to say, they will then... I was going to say, we're going to leave this particular combat because the guards can gang up and squash that now. Yeah, I was going to say, we'll take care of most of the fights, but I think you lot would be best served by going after one of the Hell's Fury leaders, one of the daughters of Kelseth is heading towards the catacombs. He'll point you in the right direction.
Nah.
Well, let's go.
Off we go.
And we can walk on air.
Yep, let's hurry.
Oh, and I'll make Claudius real again. He's not a real boy.
Oh, speaking of which, how much more are you down, Claudius?
I am at 45 of 74. Though I can also heal myself if need be, if you'd like to save your spell slots for more dire situations.
No, hit my armor.
Hit your armor?
Hit my armor.
Okay, he does it.
You get hit with a cure? Serious.
Yeah, I was about to say, hers does the opposite of what mine does.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so you get 3d8 plus 10.
That's hilarious. Are you gonna roll
I have
that, or
3
should
things
I?
on my body that have spell storing.
Are you gonna roll it, or should I?
I'm rolling this.
Okay.
You're up 33.
Okay.
Didn't waste a spell slot either.
I am. Yeah, back to max.
Okay, if you guys group up, I'll transport you over.
Onto the roofs, away from all the bodies.
Yep.
Now I look like the archer.
Mac the character to.
Yeah.
Which archer?
It is one of those beautiful things. I also have
My
two
name's Owen.
necklaces. One that stabilizes me if I hit 0, and another that gives me an automatic breath of life if I hit 0.
Hey, looks like you finally adopted some good taste in luck.
And I have 2 gloves that can give automatic breaths of life to people.
Nice.
Yeah, but then once those gloves use their charges, I gotta buy new gloves.
Oh.
One-shot items.
Yeah, I didn't have enough money for the ones that just are continual, always have breath of life on them.
And recharge every day or something.
Yeah, I didn't have enough for those. I had to choose
they
between
don't sound
that
like they should
and
be
a bunch
cheap.
of other stuff. Like the surgeon shirt, which allows me to deal, if I roll a 20 on healing, I can automatically fix 1d4 ability damage without wasting a spell.
Okay, what you're going to see when you come to, you come to an open clearing, what is clearly something like the market square.
Okay.
What stands in front of you across the square are a pair of warmonger devils, 2 giant flaming things that resemble the hellhounds, and a woman that stands 6.5 feet tall, resembles somewhat of a half-orc, but she has prominent horns on her head.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
Anyone who wants to can make a knowledge
Finally.
planes check.
We have not been switched to that page yet, by the way.
No, I'm just about to, and if once you do that, you can rearrange yourselves, and I'm just...
Alright, knowledge planes, 24. And
30.
I'll be right back.
No problem.
Knowledge planes.
Plus my
Okay,
free
feel free to-
inspiration, so.
Oh, who has knowledge
32.
planes?
Knowledge
You have
planes,
knowledge
40.
Ellen
Who
has
is-
knowledge
who is-
playing.
Who is max reach in knowledge planes?
Ellen does. The archer.
Okay, I look at you, and then I roll it.
I have max ranks in it also, but
So do I.
Now I have max ranks in it.
Back.
Okay, so...
I still think people are going to have a hard time beating my roll.
Okay, the two
Okay.
hellhounds, the 2 jumbo hellhounds are actually Nessian warhounds, the personal hunting
Oh,
dogs of
right. She must have done something for Asmodeus. He doesn't lend those out easily.
So I'm just gonna look at the orc chick instead.
Okay, you want... well, I'm about to bring up an image of her, just give me a second. Bagazi says that that's Ogasha, also known as the Steel Daughter.
By the way, Chris, did you see what I DM'd you?
I will... No, I'm just gonna check that, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right, that's no problem, feel free to recorrect that.
Done and done.
Easy enough done, and yeah, this is the orc woman, or orc-looking woman.
Is that a double axe?
Yeah, orc double axe.
That's a double axe.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Almost has a Oni vibe to her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn, I can't look at her yet.
Yum, yum, yum.
Yeah.
Did you just say yum yum yum? You're going to eat her too? Is that it?
That's the target.
I will
Hey,
say
look, I got
that from what you can gather, she is most likely a Tightwing, so that will be cannibalism.
I'm alright with that.
Okay.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I will actually go before Akka this time.
Wait,
I have a higher initiative bonus.
That's not hard to do. My initiative bonus is 2.
Mine's a 5.
Claudius, you've got like a dex of +6, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're tied then.
So,
I will say if you turn
D20
on ice, I
off.
will be freeing her.
2 nat 1 initiative rolls in a row. Love it.
Ah, seriously?
The fact that you were beaten by a 7 just adds to the comedy.
Mm-hmm.
It really does. And remember, we still have airwalk, protection from evil.
I was gonna ask how much longer we got on that.
Oh, it lasts all day, baby. It's an hour per level.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, then I guess I won't be engaging my flight ability. Just
It's
airwalk
much better
everywhere.
This
though,
gives us
because
the
the-
ability to walk on air, right? It doesn't change our speed.
It does
No.
not change your speed now.
Okay.
The only people who are not affected are these two. And I'm not wasting that spell again. That's a good spell.
I feel so loved.
Hey, that's what you get for being the redheaded stepchild.
Yeah.
I am
by the way,
sorry,
Nessie-
I couldn't get close to you.
Just to say, Nessie and Hellhounds have that same vulnerability that other Hellhounds have.
Additional damage from cold. Gotcha.
All right.
Are we still under the effects of your channeling?
No, that no longer. That AC
That does
is no
last in
longer there.
rounds.
Yeah, that just.
Okay. Good
But
to know.
I can still channel 6 more times today, so if I need to, I can give us that back very quickly.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Yeesh. Just to say, whilst there is a little pattern in the floor, that will not obstruct charges.
Will not obstruct charges.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
well,
especially
again, you
considering
guys
all of them rolled
can
higher
charge and go up at
initiatives
the
than
same
me.
time. You have airwalk, so we're all good there.
So just roll.
So do feel free to arrange. Have you arranged yourselves, or do you feel free to arrange yourselves? By the way, just because obviously when you got ported in, it was sideways compared to where you were before.
I don't think you can be there.
Yeah.
Not
No.
quite yet, anyway.
No,
That
sorry,
doesn't
Aki,
work.
you can't be
He
that.
would have been in the middle.
Yeah.
Of the group.
Claudius would have been up front. Because no choice in the matter of that. Now, quick clarification. Movement. If I'm remembering properly, there's 3 different speeds you can move at. It's regular speed, double move, and
Run.
Yeah.
run.
Well, there's crawl also, but I don't think you want to do that.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about getting to the enemy fast. What? Double move. What is that? Is that?
It's literally
You
just
move-
double your
you
movement
essentially move
speed.
twice up to your full movement,
Yeah.
so
And you don't have
up
to wait
to 60
straight
feet.
lines or anything.
Okay, but is it like an action to do that, or?
It's
It's
literally
both
2 move actions,
It's
so it will
both.
take up your turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Now, if you charge, you can essentially move up to, if your movement's 30 feet normally. If you charge, you move up to 60 feet, make a single attack at the end,
But it has to be in a
and
straight
you
line.
take a -2 to your armor class on that,
And a +2 to hit.
Yeah, it
and a
doesn't.
+2 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, that's.
Well, on the plus side, they look like they're mostly going first, so we can just let them come to us.
Yeah. In
Yeah,
which
5 of them
case.
got 20.
Y'all see Claudius reach to his belt, flip off the top of one of his what are they called? The
Potion?
Yeah, one of his spell
Oh,
formulas.
elixir.
Oh.
Yeah,
formula.
one of them.
Yeah.
And
Mutagen or an infusion?
Shield. Okay.
Infusion. Yeah.
Yeah, nice and
You have
nice.
enough shield. You got that Ring of Force shield already.
If you've got a Ring of Force
yeah,
shield,
well,
I was gonna say, mate, if you've got Ring of Force shield, that will negate the +2 shield bonus you get from that and replace it with a +4 shield bonus from the potion.
So you're still too high or AC.
Yeah.
okay.
So I wasn't sure if you'd want to still do that or if you were thinking they stacked.
No,
yeah, that would still leave me at 26 AC.
Yeah. Fair enough, go for it. I was just wanting to let you know that it was only a +2 compared to what you are at now, rather than a
yeah, that's
+4.
fine.
Okay.
I mean, I assume preparation is I can only cast that prepared spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then I have 2 charges of it prepared anyway, so
Okay.
might as well use it.
Fair enough. Right, so that it for you, Claudius?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I'm done.
Ilin, you're up.
Alright, I 5-foot step up, and I'm gonna full attack this top warmonger.
Did I do one for? No, I didn't.
Oh, and Greater Bane, of course.
I forgot to do Bagazi again.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh
Attack
my
2.
god. Got one on the first attack.
Damn.
Yeah. Okay.
To bring extra strings?
Oh, I don't do it. I don't rule it as having broken the string. I
know
just
you
roll
don't.
it as
Just
drop the
messing with
bow.
him. Hey, you hear?
I'm so sick of this. And yep, that's it.
Yeah, we all have our bad days when it comes to the dice, dude.
Well, I know what I'm doing. What bonus I'm giving myself next turn.
Alright. Okay, so the first Ogasha steps. I was gonna say Ogasha will turn around because admittedly they should be facing the other way, but so the runt finds me. Well, if you interlope his hand over the runt and her mutt, we'll be more than happy to leave this little town alone for the rest of the night. Will you accede?
What do you think?
And considering how
Kitty
easily you've
Jessica.
already been.
You are all very naughty children and need to be punished.
We haven't spent nearly minutes fighting group of you. We haven't spent a minute fighting or steamrolling through the rest of your demons. No.
Oh well, guess I get to have fun then. Prepare to taste the fury of living steel.
I totally intend to, believe me.
At which point, when she says that, her eyes begin glowing and her rippling muscles change from her ash grey skin to the colour of freshly forged iron.
Oh, look, an iron skin spell. Dispel magic.
Do you want to try that?
No. Partially because it's not my turn.
I wasn't sure if you had a...
And I don't have it readied.
Yeah, okay, well...
I have it prepared.
anyone who wants to can make a spellcraft check.
I can do.
I've got no ranks in spellcraft.
Alright, let's see how this goes. I'm trying to drive spellcraft. Yeah, I do.
That would be a 34.
29 for Kitty.
25.
Okay, as soon as they come through for me, because the dice for some reason the dice rolls haven't come through.
I'm not going to roll it.
Okay,
Unfortunately,
effectively,
can't
yes,
use
she is under the effects of an iron skin spell, but also you can tell that this is being summoned by her rage. You're looking at a blood rager.
Yes, one of them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to reload roll 20. It's bugged on me for a second, which is why the dice rolls weren't coming
Alright.
through.
Upon realizing this, Kitty's just gonna sigh and just go. You have a did not have good parents. Not at all.
I have a spell that basically screws her over.
Really?
Yeah, it gives all spells a thought component.
Do it.
Well,
That's
I will say that that blood rages can cast their spells fine while raging. It's part of their abilities.
Yes, but if they have a thought component, then they have to be under a certain feeling.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean it's an emotional component?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Emotional.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what is a thought component.
I was thinking the same.
Yeah,
thing.
emotional
This
component.
is man. Let me put it this way. Chris, if Emma ever goes against a blood rager, she's gonna use that spell.
Well, if we can ever get Forging the New Gods back up and running.
Yeah. But yes,
Oh, and
it's very much a spell in the vein of Touch of Idiocy.
Oh, and just to say, in another note, you notice that there are runes flaring up along both heads of her orc double axe. She's wielding a furious axe.
Just makes her more tasty.
So let's see. And after going into her rage, she's going to... Just let me double check something on one of her spells. Yeah, no, she's just going to have to move up, I think, because... let's see, how far is she from... Yeah, she can't get there. So she's just going to have to move up.
I don't think it'll work. Giving it a thought component because it's not a concentration spell anyway.
Well, no, this.
No, Iron Skin's not a concentration spell. So once she's cast it, it's there. She doesn't have to think about it.
I think it's more just screwing up the rest of her spells.
But I'm just saying.
It'll be
any
other
other spell that she uses.
Other spells, yes, you could probably screw over, but the Iron Skin, yeah, that's good to go.
Yeah, which is why all my stuff is based on saves, not actually hitting people.
And I just accidentally deleted one of the warmongers. Just give me a second whilst I...
Did?
Yeah.
I still see two.
No, I deleted it from the initiative modifier.
Oh.
One was going right after the other, so...
Yeah, it's still... I'd rather bring it back in just because... Okay, so...
I just realized I was, like, between two squares.
And an attack on Akka. 26 to hit, Akka?
That misses.
Miss.
AC's 29.
Ugh, shine a light.
Mhm.
And he should be one up from that because still within striking, but doesn't quite screw over everything else. And yeah, here comes the second one attacking Jolene.
Ah! This is gonna hit. Unless he rolls really, really, really low. Like a 1. No?
Or less.
Well, looks like I'm gonna be channeling him.
Jolene's only got a 17 armor class.
You didn't get the stuff to boost your AC?
No, not really.
Oh.
But then again, I'm also designed not to get in melee combat either.
So that's 11 damage.
Yeah, 11 damage. But we are not done.
Well, yeah, that was him. That's done because he charged.
I know. But we are not done.
Oh dear.
Because of my gown.
Oh, of course.
Oh, goody.
So he needs to roll fortitude save or he gets infested with grubs.
Oh,
And you gotta
my.
make that save every round for 10 rounds.
Actually, my favorite thing is it's an evil spell.
I know. But there's nothing that stops me from casting evil spells.
No, I'm just saying, like, the paladin's probably looking over, like,
Okay, so that's 2 points of dexterity damage, and you get to roll a d6.
1d6 hit points of damage.
Yeah, roll the d6 then.
They just did an update right in the middle of our game, the assholes.
What? Roll 20 did.
Yeah, we've updated our hotkeys. 1 point of damage. And he's staggered for a round.
Okay.
Okay.
I just love the fact that the two best ways to get rid of it are protection from evil and dispel evil.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually have something. If she fails a certain save I'm about to throw at her, she's gonna have so much pain.
Okay, Akka, you're up. Why do I get the feeling demolished? Why do I get the feeling 5 foot step demolish a monster is coming up?
Yeah, he really wants to go charging up to her, but he doesn't want to leave the rest of the party undefended, so he's going to do exactly that.
so he's gonna do exactly that. He's gonna charge up to her?
No, he's gonna wreck
He's
this
gonna-
thing.
He's gonna hit this. He's gonna hit this person.
Make sure my bite is on. Smite.
That'd be your third smite, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Second attack missed.
Means I still got 1 for her.
Yeah, second attack's a natural 1, so is it all?
I'm sorry, he cut off.
It's, I'm trying to tell with your roll. Yeah, second attack was a natural 1, so it's only the first attack that hits.
Would the mob hit?
Oh yeah, the maul. Oh, actually, yeah, the maul would have hit as well.
Okay.
That's 113 points of damage.
And you demolished it in one go.
Spits out some of the pieces. You look much tastier, lady. And that's his turn.
Yeah, that doesn't sound inappropriate at all to your when addressing it to your opponent. Jolene, you're up.
Alright, well.
Am I right in thinking runaway is going to be,
Up in the air. I'm gonna put myself right here, but I'm actually hovering above upper sense.
Fair enough.
And actually not going to do Ice Tomb.
That's a novel
We're
thing.
going to do... Let me make sure this is the right one. Yeah. We're going to do this centered on her.
Okay.
20-foot radius, so 40-foot diameter, centered on her. The ground all turns to ice. It'll be static, so when she moves, it shouldn't move.
Oh, right, I'll change that then.
But it does count as difficult terrain for movement. Oops.
No, that was
we're
intentional.
airwalking, so...
I know, they're not.
There we go. And, she doesn't get a saving
any
throw or
creature
anything.
that starts its turn there takes a d6 damage, takes a -2 penalty on saving throws against cold. Hold for a round. Well, spells with the cold descriptor for 1 round.
Yeah.
Believe me, I would throw a second one, but yeah, that's a standard action to cast that spell anyway. So.
Well, let's hope it is with that kind of spell. And it's difficult terrain, so she can't charge.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Okay.
only a second level spell.
Kiri, you're up.
Okay, this wonderful person here needs to make a fortitude save, DC 18.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
She'll probably make it, but if she fails, she's gonna take 2d6 bleed damage for the next 10 rounds.
Ouch.
So, what's the DC?
18. Again, she's probably gonna make it,
I just
but
need
I
to
might
double
get
check
lucky.
something on Rage, because I can't remember if she gets a minus to all of her saves, or... No, it's a +2 to will save.
Well, the Winter's Grasp is only a -2 to spells with the cold descriptor.
Yeah, this is
So.
holy. This is holy damage.
Yeah, so there's no penalty from my spell affecting it.
No, I was just double checking the details of Blood Rage, whether there was any minuses to saving throws or anything like that.
No, Rage gives a bonus to will saves.
Yeah.
And it's a fort save. I was about to say, I don't think it gives any negatives to fort saves.
Yeah, makes it. But hey, I had to try. I really did. Because it would have been great if it hit.
Yeah.
It only passed by 10. 11. It only passed by 11.
He rolled an 18.
Yeah. He rolled good, which means, guys, I got his one good save of the game.
If anything, yeah, if the game, yeah, if our sessions are anything to go by normally, yeah. Okay, so right, top
Good,
one.
Because I go next.
Alright, also, Kitty will have just kind of circled up 10 feet, so she's 10 feet hovering.
Okay, no problem.
She was 5, but she just 5 foot stepped up in the air.
Right, I just need to do a little bit of... Okay, that's there.
Why don't they just go straight through the ice? Come on.
Why would they?
Well, I was hoping they'd do that too, but even if it forces them to go around, it makes them take longer to get to us.
I was gonna
The
say,
thing is, they are made of fire.
well, more importantly, they're, Asmodeus' personal hunting hounds, so they're not dumb.
We can hope they're dumb.
Yeah, I'll put it this way. Well, they've got an into 4, but...
Yeah.
Never count on the idiocy of your enemies in your battle plans.
Yeah, well, we want them to get close. Well, guys, please remember, I can cast a nice little burst of pain. So that's why I'm staying in the middle.
Yeah, that hurts.
Only if you're evil.
And I'm evil half the time. Good the other half.
And neutral the other half.
Yeah, if you're neutral, it does nothing.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure she's not neutral.
No,
Whatever the
she's
check.
not.
And I need to turn into her to give her negatives. So...
Okay, so that's
Just
the
get
two...
She's not evil.
Just get
She's
away
just
from
misunderstood.
Just stay 20 feet away from me and you're fine. More than 20 feet away from me, you'll be okay.
Okay, Copper Sense, you're up.
I'm gonna get hurt by this chick. This evil woman. No, I'm doing just that. I'm running away from the evil woman.
Oh, shine a light.
Okay, I got away from the evil woman.
Do not stand there.
What? Why not stand there?
You want me to bowl you over?
Yeah, you're in the charge lane.
Well, he's right there then.
Oh no. Oh no, no, no.
And I'll look at her, giving her all the negatives of the one thing. And then I need a will save from her.
Okay. Just be a second whilst I get that. Unfortunately, Will is not one of her better saves.
It's only... Oh, well, she failed, yeah.
You roll 2, there's not much you can do.
Yeah, now she has the emotional block, emotive block. So now all her spells have a... She can't be under the effects of any emotional things.
To cast spells.
To cast spells or spell-like abilities.
Oh, that is brutal for against the Blood Rager.
Yep.
But you are
That's
also
just
within
what I
her
did.
range to come and give you a smack.
Oh, yeah. And she gets all the negatives of the one thing, so other spellcasters, you're gonna like the negatives.
So what are the other negatives that she gets? Oh. Oh.
So if you have any fear effects, go ahead and throw them at her.
No.
I love the fact that you've effectively annulled her half a bonus when it comes to will save.
Oh yeah, Animize 2 Reflex, Animize 5 to movement speed. And with the difficult terrain in here, that's gonna be fun. Let's see if she can get to me.
She can. Blood Ragers get fast movement.
Oh yeah, I negated like half her fast movement or something like that.
Yeah. So it's Bagazi's turn. First attack. That's a miss. Second attack. That's a miss. And Bosca's staying close because... big scary beasties.
Okay. Think I can do this. 5-foot step here. Swift action, studied combat, and full round of attacks.
Yep.
Okay, so...
Please tell me that.
Yeah, they
has
both hit.
Steady
something.
strike.
And that gets applied to both of them, doesn't it? Or does Steady Strike get applied to all attacks, or just the first one?
I think it's just one, as far as I
Okay.
can tell. Let me check.
I believe it's one attack as well, sadly.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, just
one.
Okay, well, that's still 50. That's still a good chunk of damage, and now it's Ilin's turn, and I'm guessing move action to pick up your bow and then a full attack. Well, then your attack rather.
Yeah, only one attack. I'll attack the yellow. I'll attack yellow.
Okay.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Jesus Christ, that's
Wow.
I forgot. It's the bonus is a bit high, but I forgot to add up using judgment. Using another judgment. Oh.
Yeah, but
Bonus to attack rolls and saves.
fair enough. Woof.
It's all of
damn.
us, or just?
No, that's just him, I believe.
Yep.
Alright.
I don't have the feat that lets me share judgment abilities yet.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, she can get there. Cool.
Oh shoot, Shakun Jutsu.
Let's just double check the stats. Yeah, okay. So she only gets one attack. As you're about to see, only is not saying much.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah. Just a second. Walk, double axe. That should actually be higher because she's raging, and I was missed that off the stat modification there for a second. So
And this sucks because I can't give you bonus to EP without. How far away are you? Ah, never mind.
so yeah,
Okay, good. I can actually hit everybody. That's good.
10 damage.
yeah.
I know there's 2 tokens of her now, but I just figured that I could use that for the center of the ice effect.
Yeah.
So 5-foot step up. Warmonger Devil. First attack is going to be against Akka. Miss. Second attack will be against Claudius.
There we go.
Oh, quick question. She's in charge, right?
Yeah, Ogasha's in charge.
So she just walked over. She's in charge. Okay. Never mind then.
No, she just walked over, sorry.
And who was that second attack on?
Claudius.
That was me, and that'll hit.
Joys of being the squishy one. So 12 damage, Claudius.
Could have been worse.
Alright, and you need to make a save. The Warmonger needs a fort save.
Of course.
So we got 9 more rounds to do this. 8 after this one.
Yes, it's got to be weird seeing the... Wait, is the maggot thing a necromancy effect?
It's necromancy and evil, yeah.
Well, it doesn't... they're immune to necromancy.
There's no rules, even though I'm chaotic good, stopping me from casting this.
Well, as I was going to say, they're immune. As I was going to say, they're immune to necromancy effects.
Are they?
Yeah, I listed it in their construct ability. Construct form. Despite being true devils, levelocks possess a number of immunities common to constructs, including immunity to ability damage, ability drain, death effects, death from massive damage, disease, energy drain, exhaustion, fatigue, necromancy effects, non-lethal damage, paralysis, sleep, and stunning.
I mean,
I thought it was... Is it necromancy? I thought it was like creation.
What's the spell?
No, it's conjuration summoning. Sorry, it's not necromancy.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say, because the last time you posted, I thought it said conjuration summoning.
Yeah, it does. It's the fact that it also has evil on it that throws me all the time. And failed, so 2 more points of dex and 2 points of damage. So I've lowered its armor class by 2.
Okay, you're up.
Okay, it's dinner time.
Charging?
Smite? No, not charging.
She's within his 30-foot
Yep.
move, so...
I may provoke from the,
Yeah, you do.
whatever it is. So he can take his
Warmonger. Now, just bad habit of putting any evil spell as a necromantic spell.
Only the first attack here. Uh-oh.
By the way, add 7 to your damage.
He doesn't have to. He crit.
I just critted.
I don't care. That's 7 more.
He did 234 points of damage from the crit. And then
I have to ask. I'm pretty sure that this is now just a pile of goo.
Yeah, pretty much. You nearly doubled her health pool.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Talk about taking somebody down to negatives.
She's reborn.
As a pool of mush.
She's reborn as an ooze.
I did so much damage, I killed her and brought her back to life.
I think I'm going to need to start reinforcing some of my villains.
I think you will.
Well, that's with
Holy
a smite
shit.
and a crit. What was it, like a ×5 crit weapon? ×4 crit weapon?
Yeah.
You don't run into many ×4 crit weapons to begin with.
I think there's 3.
Yeah, and then of course there's the fact that it's a bloody paladin wielding the thing.
That is just beautiful.
Those firearms are also ×4.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah, and that 7 damage that I gave you, credit too.
That's just that rub salt in the wound, dude.
I don't think there's any wounds.
It's just a pile of jelly.
Did that the wrong way around?
And then he turns and looks at the Nessian. Hi.
What, sorry?
I said, he does that. He walked over and just smears her, and then turns around and looks at the Nessian to the north, and just says hi.
Yeah. Oh dear. Jolene, you're up.
Kind of drags.
Oh,
the
well,
distance
I look
along
at
the ground as
the
he turns.
I look at the same Nessie in hand and go, night night doggy. Well saved.
Alright.
Oh my.
Netting Warhound. Oh dear. Well, there goes my double flamethrower plan.
No plan ever survives first contact intact.
Oh my god, he did it to me again.
Do you think Chris kind of needed it? Kind of deserved it at this point.
I guess it did survive first contact intact.
Well, that presumes they live through
He did that to me last week when I tried to icy tomb somebody instead.
Yeah, well,
I need a nat 20 to save. You want a freaking nat 20.
I didn't say it out loud just because I didn't want to poke Murphy.
Oh, God. So it's like, oh, Nessie and Warhounds, well, it's probably their lower save, so I'll use that instead of the icy tomb.
It is. They have a... Well, as you can see, they only have a +5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, essentially you needed a 17 or higher to save. It was a DC 22.
guys, I want you to understand how beautiful this moment is. As soon as that number came up, my dog was looking over my shoulder, looked at the screen, and then just shoved her head under a pile of blankets.
That dog has far too much game sense. Then again, living with you for 14 years, I expect it to pick something up.
Well, that's because she's just a sweet, adorable, fluffy puppy.
Okay, Kiri, you're up.
Okay. Since we're having people who've taken damage, I'll go ahead and channel again, and we'll all have +3 to AC. 6. Alright, I gotta roll 1d6 again. Because that was a 1.
Regardless
All
what
right,
you
so
roll, I'll
39.
have X hit points.
So 39 to those who are injured, who are my friends, and everyone has +3 to their armor class.
So only none of us are healed.
We have a 20 armor class for now. Woo!
I am back to full. Thank you, Kiri. And thank you again for the additional
She
AC.
probably would have 5-foot step-ups to make sure that you could have gotten hit. I thought
That's
you
what I was
were
measuring. I'm like, hey.
Yeah, she would have 5-foot stepped to make sure everyone was in range. Sorry, I thought everyone was in range.
And now here comes the fire.
Yep.
Yep.
Just Mrs. Bosker. So I need everyone to make me a reflex save. I need everyone apart from Aka and Copper Sense to make me a reflex save.
Quick question. Right now, Kiri is technically 20 feet in the air.
It's a
but it
30-foot
hit her
cone.
still.
It's
Yeah.
a cone, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
30.
And this is where part of me wishes I took those rogue levels I was considering, so I could have both evasion and steal. Now, what was it called?
I am not rolling good on these saves.
I only take half damage. Yeah.
Well, I'll just channel again.
I think pretty much.
Well,
Oh,
we
and I
still
need-
got another one that's going to breathe here in a moment, too.
Yeah,
That's just the first one.
And then
going
I'm
to-
hoping to bring them back as puppies.
Seriously, that
Oh,
was
no.
why I was trying to slumber the one, was to keep the dual flamethrower thing from happening.
Well, no, you don't understand. Like, Nessie and Hellhounds are completely loyal to their master.
Yeah, I
Their
know.
master's dead. I look like her and sound like her right now. They only have a 4 intelligence.
Alright, so 20 damage to everybody?
No, that was Vagazi's saving throw. No,
Yeah, they
the
don't do D20, they do
D6, 10 of them.
10
No,
dice
I
6.
just saw the 20. I just saw the 20. I was like, what?
Yeah, they do 10 dice 6 with their breath weapon.
Oof. Now I definitely wish I took those rogue levels so I could have both
That's why I was like-
Stalwart and evasion.
It's kind of like,
Yeah,
I'm
pretty much
taking
everything
half
I
damage.
feel they took away.
Well, that's only the first one.
Which is-
And Everyone apart from Vagazi and Kiri only take half damage.
This really sucks.
I'm just watching a double flamethrower action over on the side, just like, heh.
Yeah, so
Everyone but the
Alright,
Gazi and the other
so
person.
let the double flame happen. Oh wait, actually, hold on, wait.
what?
No, I do not. I have an item that gives me energy resistance to fire.
Of how much?
20.
Then you take 18 points instead of 38.
Yep.
Damn.
So
That's
make your saving throw next time. You might not take anything.
So, yeah, I need another set of saving throws.
Yeah.
Yep, first.
Yeah, the ring also
come
allows me to,
on.
the ring also allows me to actually make my channels giant flamethrowers.
Well, you did make it last time, dude.
Didn't make it this time.
Yeah,
Did you
but
get
that's
the
a 2 compared to all the ones I've been rolling.
Did you get the item that makes your channel 5 feet further out?
I could have either taken extra channel or another one that would have allowed it bigger. So I went with the one that gave me more dice.
Ooh, Kyrie failed.
Yeah.
I mean, not Kyrie, Vagazi, and
They're saving it.
Oh, I'm gonna be channeling again.
I made my save. Because this is going to hurt regardless.
Yeah, especially the ice witch.
But I don't have any particular weakness to fire. It's just,
I know it sucks.
yeah. Ow. So I took a total of 37 points of damage.
So that's 17, 18. So yeah, that hurt.
Oh, I'm glad I made that first save.
I'm glad I was at full hit points before that happened. That 37 is over 50%.
How is Benghazi doing? Is Benghazi down?
no, she's still standing.
Man,
What about her wolf?
it's a little bit warm in here. I'm just saying, like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna.
I almost broke a sweat.
I now want to move away so you guys don't get hit with the channel.
Oh yeah, I'm fully healed right now. I didn't get hit by a
Yeah,
double
Copper Sense and
flamethrower
Akka
either.
haven't been hit by this yet. They're over there.
I know. That's why I just want to go away and make it so they don't get the armor boost.
Copper
yeah,
Sense,
and
you're
I
up.
don't get hit with your freaking, evil aura of yours.
Nah, they're too far away for that. I gotta make. They need to be closer.
Alright, as I say, Copper Sense, you're up.
First thing I'm gonna do is try and bluff this one to thinking I'm its master.
Okay, make me a bluff check. Do Nephian Moorhounds have sense motive?
Yeah, and it's +5 because my muffler to imitate somebody.
I think it'd be sense motive, wouldn't it? And they don't have it as a skill. Ugh. Maybe perception?
Speaking of
It's
twos,
sense motive, otherwise it's a wisdom roll.
Oh joy.
It's
Yeah,
a
looks like it's a
DC
wisdom
of
roll
10
then.
plus their BAB plus their wisdom modifier.
Yeah, and right now I'm rocking a 31.
Yeah, they can't. Yeah, well, yeah, let's see. So plus their base attack bonus as well?
Yeah, 10 BAB and wisdom modifier. If they're not trained in sense motive.
Wait, that's better than.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm just going to roll it plus wisdom modifier because that seems more reasonable.
But there's no roll for it with the way he had said it. The 10 would be where the d20 would normally be rolled.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's... So yeah, that one... So that one now believes you are its boss.
Yeah, I'm telling it to come over and sit.
Well,
We'll tell the rest of the people not to touch it.
Okay, come its next turn, it'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not going to be good.
No.
Yeah, it will not last long.
And I'll tell you that in Celestial too, so you actually understand me.
Oh no, she can understand all languages. She just can't. She just can't
Speak
speak
in anything
Celestial or in Ignan.
in the middle of combat. Yeah, I've
Plus,
had to
like-
work with the tongue's curse.
Plus, if this is willing to, believe me and become my servant, that means it could be redeemed.
I don't think these things are gonna be very easy to redeem.
Hey, in Pathfinder, things have redeemed succubi.
Yes, do recall, however, that the succubi in question had been partially affected by a goddess before that.
Well, no, there's been several.
But these things don't have enough intelligence to
They
possibly.
operate on instinct.
Yeah. If
I
they
say,
had
I
more
The reason
intelligence,
they're
then-
evil is because they're from hell.
Yeah.
If they weren't from hell, they'd be neutral.
yeah.
So what you're saying is these things aren't.
They're animal intelligence. They go on instinct.
They have more than animal intelligence, actually. I think it's 4, isn't it?
Yeah, 4, which is more than animal, but at the same time, they are intrinsically...
Slightly.
They are forged from hellfire, making them... They are not technically beings with souls.
Brother.
Uh,
Nasty.
Claudius, you're up. And I'll
All
probably
right,
have
swift
them...
action. Sorry.
It's nothing. I was just thinking about how to resolve this because I don't want to be running too much later. But yeah.
All right, swift action, studied combat on that, and full round of attacks.
Oh, and you shouldn't have the tag anymore. So yeah.
That first attack was not that one.
Yeah.
God
It's
damn it.
spreading.
Ellen,
The
you're up.
curse spreads.
Pick up my bow and I'm shooting the other hellhound.
Okay.
See, now I have a distinct advantage against you guys. I'm throwing my weapon each round.
Come on. Yay! It wasn't a 1.
Yeah, those are apart from
Yep, this is just the first attack, so... And nope, that many shot doesn't get out either, so... Yeah, only first attack.
well, it hits.
Alright, that's it for me. Oh, man. I gotta-
33 points of damage.
You need to join me. Stop shooting your arrows and start throwing your bow.
I don't think that's how that works.
No. I mean, he could have gone Shield Champion and Brawler and played Captain America.
Oh, that'd have been fun.
I'm not joking. That is basically what the archetype was built on.
It also it also has something inside of it that allows you to get unlimited shield throws.
Yeah.
Okay.
And allow you to ricochet your shield and bounce it back to you.
I just get the returning property put on it.
Yeah, but this means you can throw it, have it bounce back to your hand, and then make multiple attacks in the round, rather than having it return the next round.
That's why you carry 2.
That's why my weapon's splintering. I just rip out a duplicate of it and throw it.
Right, so now it's up to the Warmonger Devil, who sees a nice juicy healer right in front of him.
Oh, come on. He's not going to attack the one that's trying to...
They're intelligent.
AC is now 26. Bring it, bitch. Actually, no, it's 27 because he's evil. Motherfucker! What did that say?
She said, "Bring it. It's been brought."
And it had to
Actually,
fucking
wait. Shin, what's its reach?
10 feet.
10 feet, yeah.
How tall is it?
He's a large creature and...
All right. If it wasn't, I was about to say, if it was medium, I'd be 5 feet out of his reach because I'm airwalking.
No, it's a large creature and, yeah.
Yeah.
You are basically eye level with the
I am
thing.
now very thankful that I have the fire resistance. Otherwise, I'd be down.
That would not be good.
I got healing spells.
Okay,
Well,
you're
no,
up.
the other things, the other spell storage stuff, I would have gone
Oh,
off.
actually, no,
But I like saving that for you guys when I'm out of spells, so you guys can just tap me and then you get a spell.
Actually, no, it does have one more attack, so it can get one off on Claudius as well.
It can try.
Yeah, I would be like if I was him, I'd just get the
Nope.
Not even if I didn't have 2 bonuses to my AC.
Okay, Ake,
And
you're up.
Make your fortitude save.
Oh, wow.
3 actually, because remember, we also have protection from evil.
No, I have 2 separate bonuses going on right now. Yours and... Oh!
Oh, failed the fort save.
Oh, damn!
There's 2 more points of dexterity.
That thing had no chance of hitting me, I guess.
Okay, roll your damage.
Outside of a nat 20.
Oops.
Right, Ake, you're up.
And 5 points of damage. I've taken 6 points of dexterity away from that thing.
Nice. What happens if it gets to 0?
It becomes immobile.
Oh?
The same thing that happens to everybody that gets to 0 dexterity. Can't move.
I'm still learning Pathfinder.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's alright.
So,
Yeah,
Ake.
the only
Yeah, essentially their body locks up. They
may want to,
technically, in
like,
a way, they're paralyzed, but it's not paralyzation.
Yeah.
They just don't have the agility to move.
That's fun.
pretty much what every single stat does except for con.
Which kills you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, technically, you get to a 0 in intelligence, you'll die too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Vegetation, death.
Okay, can we cut this so we can get to it with the next turn? Sorry. Don't mean to be rude, guys, just...
Alrighty. So, Aka sees Kiri get hit. He turns around, looks at that thing. He's like, "Yeah, not the mama." Smite.
Last smite.
No, it's not.
Oh, well. Last smite without trading in stuff?
No, he's just
That's-
traded in stuff.
But he goes smush. Like, really smush.
This is serious smush. Oh my god.
He only had 16 hit points left.
I said not the mama.
Okay, I'm gonna call it. Okay, I'm gonna say that since it's 11:15 at night.
points of damage.
I was gonna say, I think at that point, guys, I'm gonna call it for the night, and I'm gonna say that in regards to the Nessian Hellhounds, that they effectively dispel with their after a certain number of rounds of the Tiefling being dead.
Okay.
They dispel?
Yeah, because their final master is Asmodeus.
I am their final master.
Yeah, you can have fun
You
fixing
go look at
Asmodeus on your
Asmodeus, you might gain his face. You might be able to fool them.
Yeah.
Though if you
Okay,
do that, there
time
might
to
be
fight
different
Asmodeus.
problems.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah. In regards to loot, from Ogasha, who is the main one you can pick up anything from. There's a +1/+1 Furious Orc double axe.
So,
Yeah, not particularly useful, I know. A mithril breastplate. A ring of resistance +1, and a belt of the tribal enforcer.
That
Those are
sounds
what?
like a module-specific item.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It's a +5 to intimidate and sense motive checks, and a +2 to dexterity.
+5 to intimidate, and what else?
And sense motive.
I gonna want that one.
All yours.
Do you do
Thank you.
intimidate?
I do intimidate.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I don't need it.
Good. If we find anything immune to intimidate, you have a 50% chance of it working on them if I stare at them first.
I don't
Chris,
intimidate. I just do 233 damage.
the bell, would it stack on top of my body item?
No,
Plus
it's
2 dex?
an enhanced. Basically normally it would be just a belt that gives a +5 to each of the skills. It's only because it's an 8 bonus that gives a bonus to dexterity.
Yeah, they won't.
So they don't stack.
Yeah, they won't stack.
Nah. Oh well, we're checking, and it was just +5 to intimidate, and since
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm.
Right, and we're going to call it there for the night, folks. See you next week. All those out there watching,
see ya.
look, we'll be back at 3 p.m. from now on because finally the British have moved their clocks up. Take care.
Alrighty,
See you next
gotcha.
week.
All right.
later.
Bye.
Don't die, people.
Adios.
Don't die.